You didn't fail your diet. You followed an old version of yourself. That's uncomfortable. But it explains everything. Inside you, there are two versions of you, the person you want to become and the person you still believe you are. And only one of them is making decisions right now. You wake up on Monday motivated, you plan your meals, you tell yourself, this time is different. But then real life happens. Work is stressful. You feel tired at night. You skip the workout, you eat something you didn't plan, and suddenly you're back in the same place. Why does this keep happening even when you really want to change? Because your mind isn't following your goals. It's following your self-image. Your brain doesn't ask, what do I want? It asks, who am I? If deep down you still see yourself as someone who struggles, someone who can't stay consistent, someone who always goes back, your mind will protect that version of you, even if that version makes you unhappy. That's why people lose weight and gain it back. They didn't change how they see themselves. Without changing your identity, a diet is just something you try, not something you live. And trying always ends. Your self-image works like a thermostat. A thermostat decides the temperature of a room. Your self-image decides how much change you allow. When you start losing weight, you move away from what feels normal. And your brain reacts, not because the change is bad, but because it's unfamiliar. So cravings show up, motivation drops, old habits feel tempting again. And you think, what's wrong with me? But nothing is wrong. Your mind is just trying to bring you back to the version of you it knows. This is why diets alone don't work. Most people believe, once I lose the weight, I'll feel like a new person. But it works the other way around. You must start seeing yourself as the new person first. So how do you rebuild your self-image? It starts small. And it starts inside. First, stop waiting to feel ready. Ask yourself this instead. How would the version of me I want to become act today? Not next year, not after losing weight, today. Would she skip meals and then binge at night? Would she talk to herself with shame, and would she give up after one mistake? Or would she make calm, normal decisions? Because that's just who she is. Identity is built through evidence. Every small action is a vote for who you believe you are. You don't need to imagine a perfect future body all day. You need to practice living like that version now in simple ways. For example, eat one meal with intention, not perfectly, just intentionally. Move your body for 10 minutes because you respect it, not because you hate it. Talk to yourself the way someone confident would talk. Calm, firm, without drama. Let me ask you something. When you look in the mirror, do you speak to yourself like someone who's changing or like someone who's stuck? That voice matters. Your brain believes repetition. So instead of saying, I always fail, start saying, I'm learning how to be consistent. Instead of, this never lasts, say, I'm becoming someone who stays. You don't need to lie. You need to redirect. This is how identity begins to shift. Your mind also needs visual familiarity. Close your eyes for a moment. Can you see yourself living in your desired body in a normal day? Not on vacation and not posing, just waking up, getting dressed, eating, working, living. If that image feels distant or unreal, your brain will resist it. So practice seeing it. A few seconds a day is enough. You're teaching your nervous system that this version of you is safe. That's how the thermostat slowly rises. As your identity changes, effort drops. You stop forcing yourself to be good. You stop negotiating every decision. Consistency becomes natural. That's when weight loss becomes stable. Your body isn't the only thing with a set point. Your mind has one too. And your mind always pulls your body back to what feels familiar. Think about daily life. One off-plan meal turns into, I ruined everything. One missed workout becomes, what's the point now? That's not logic. That's identity speaking. A new identity responds differently. It says, that's normal, I'll continue. And then it actually does. This is where self-sabotage, it disappears. Self-sabotage isn't laziness. It's fear. Fear of becoming someone new. Fear of expectations rising. Fear of being seen differently. So when progress appears, your mind panics. Have you noticed how sabotage shows up right when things start working? That's not coincidence. Inside you, there's a fight. One part wants growth. The other wants safety. Rebuilding your self-image means calming that fear. You do that by being consistent without drama. No extremes, no punishment, no all or nothing. Just steady proof. Every calm choice tells your brain, this is safe, this is who we are now. And slowly, the old identity loosens its grip. Self-sabotage ends. When the inner story changes, I always quit becomes, I come back faster now. I'm not disciplined becomes, I'm learning to trust myself. When the story changes, behavior follows. This is where real transformation begins. Not with food rules, not with workouts, but with who you believe you are becoming. This isn't motivation. It's how the human mind works. You don't need more willpower. You need alignment. When who you believe you are matches how you act, your system stabilizes, and stable change lasts. Weight loss was never about trying harder. It was always about changing the identity and control. And when that changes, everything else follows. Because identity isn't fixed. It's built, reinforced, lived, and the body follows naturally.